So what is empathy? Empathy is a respectful listening to the experience of another person. So curiosity is super important, and it's really essential to give someone your full attention, your presence. And part of what I invited you to do during our first breakout sessions was to listen. And yeah, some people are good at just listening, and other people are challenged by that. I used to really struggle with listening. In fact, occasionally I still struggle with being fully present with someone. So developing that awareness of being able to be present is part of the practice of nonviolent communication. So the good news is, for those of you that happen to be perfectionists, that empathy doesn't have to be right. What's most important is your intention to connect. So going back to our starting intention, and remembering, hey, if my intention is just to be present and to understand, and that is also sometimes hard to do, is to remember that our intention is to connect, especially we're in the heat of the moment, right? Hey, I want to be heard. Oh my God, I'm having a hard time being present because I so want to be heard. So when we're giving empathy, it's really essential to invite that presence of mind for you to just listen. And if you're not able to do that, to be honest about it. Hey, I'm not being totally present right now. But we'll get to honesty in the second half of this mini workshop. So I'm inviting you today to focus on identifying the need being expressed. So we're gonna do a little small group empathy practice. Again, we're gonna pair up, and person A is invited to share something that's alive for them. Sort of like answering the question, how are you? How are you feeling? And then person B gets to practice listening with empathy and curiosity. And what we're hoping that you would do is to try to listen for the needs that are being expressed. So hearing in that motorcycle ride that you'd like to experience freedom. Did I get that right? And then person A gets to, reflect whether or not that was true for them. And then you get to switch roles after a message from me. So that's essentially what we're going to do. I'm going to model it here in a second. And this is kind of the format. So when you said blank, and then connecting with the need. So when you said you love feeling the air on your hair, was that around freedom? So that would be an example of empathy. Or when you said, I like going to the beach and just sitting and enjoying the ocean and having the sun, help me feel warm. And gosh, is that around your need for beauty and celebration of life? So that would be an empathy question. All right, so that's what we're going to do. Magdalena, are you up for helping me model this one more time in a group, like in a minute or less, to just like give it a go?
Sure.
Yeah, so how are you?
Yeah, I'm noticing a little bit pain in my back because I was carrying some boxes that were too heavy for me, I think. And I just feel some discomfort, and I really would love to move a little bit more.
Yeah, so movement's up for you. You'd like to get the body moving a little bit more?
Yeah, and just figure out what happened with my back and just to take care of it, like just have some self-care maybe.
Yeah. So you're worried about your I guess your health and your just how your body's doing.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I'm also noticing I'm hearing my children playing there, and I'm just I'm just happy that they are connecting and they are like not having lots of conflicts at the moment, so
Hmm.
that I have space and don't have to worry like what is going on. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So hearing you're celebrating a little space to yourself to do your own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe even happy that they're getting their needs met for play. So maybe consideration for their needs.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
All right. Thanks, Magdalena.
Thank you for hearing me.
Yeah. So that's what empathy looks like, and you may not get it right the first time. It's okay. We're here to practice. So allow yourself just a little, give yourself a little compassion and maybe invite yourself to a little courage to try it out. All right. So and so I'm assuming everyone has the PDF of the feelings and needs. And again, if you can stay focused on the needs, that's helpful. I just realized it would be helpful also. Let me share my screen one last time to go over the needs list because it can help you find stuff. So here's some sample needs and values, which I hope will be helpful to you. And there's 4 categories. The first category is the physical needs: air, water, shelter, food, nature. I've come around to the realization nature is a need. Without nature, there is no life. Personal needs: autonomy, expression, creativity, authenticity, rest, well-being. Interpersonal needs like community, belonging, inclusion, connection. Um, those are all important. And then transcendent needs: meaning, purpose, beauty, harmony, and communion. Those are some of my favorite words right there. So hoping that, the breaking up into 4 categories, if that can be helpful to you. All right. So, so the prompt for our breakouts is, how are you? And we're inviting you to be authentic and honest with how you're doing in the moment. And you get to choose how much depth you're going to share there. I'm going to set up, I'm going to recreate the rooms so hopefully you'll have new people. And you'll have about 3 minutes per person to share. Okay.